Hello, dear garden lovers. Welcome back to Time for Gardening, the cozy corner where timeless charm meets down-to-earth DIY. If you've been dreaming about transforming your small cottage garden with something beautiful and budget-friendly, you're in for a real treat. In today's video, we're sharing enchanting DIY fence ideas to upgrade your outdoor space without breaking the bank. From vintage shutters and upcycled headboards to floral-painted tin panels and whimsical teacup displays, each design will spark your creativity and bring your cottage dreams to life. So grab your notebook and stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss a single idea. There's something timeless and heartwarming about a weathered picket fence bordered by joyful wildflowers. Using reclaimed wood not only adds vintage character, but also supports a sustainable garden lifestyle. The natural imperfections of the wood blend beautifully with cottage blooms like cosmos, daisies, and poppies, creating a fence that feels both welcoming and alive. As the wildflowers gently peek through each slat, this fence becomes more than a boundary. It's a canvas that changes with the seasons. Whether it's spring's first blush or summer's colorful peak, this style lets the garden speak for itself while grounding it in rustic charm. It's perfect for anyone wanting low-cost beauty with soulful appeal. Crafted from supple willow branches, this woven fence design feels like it was pulled from a countryside fairy tale. It bends with the contours of your garden, adding an organic softness to the landscape. The light filtering through its weave invites butterflies, birds, and garden visitors alike to pause and appreciate its quiet artistry. This natural fencing not only adds texture and warmth, it allows plants like lavender or foxglove to lean in and become part of the structure. Whether enclosing a cozy seating nook or bordering a winding path, the willow panel fence creates a seamless dialogue between nature and nurture. Soft pastel tones and upcycled palettes come together in this charming fence that's as delightful as it is affordable. Painting the slats in shades of blush pink, mint green, or lavender evokes the whimsical spirit of a vintage cottage garden. Even better, these fence panels double as a creative canvas for seasonal updates. As sunlight warms the aged wood, your garden's blooms will feel framed like art against the backdrop of color. It's a perfect way to inject personality without overwhelming the space, especially lovely for smaller gardens where every detail counts. This fence invites you to blend function with flair. Transforming antique shutters into a standing fence is a brilliant way to add history and texture to your garden. These upright panels whisper stories of homes past while bringing a fresh twist to outdoor living. Their slatted design lets air and light dance through, creating pockets of shade and privacy. Pairing the shutters with climbing roses or ivy brings the whole look to life, softening the edges and encouraging vertical growth. Whether you leave them rustic or coat them in pastel paint, this fence speaks to the charm of repurposed elegance, a design that respects the past while brightening the present. There's a fairy tale charm in opening a trellis gate surrounded by blooms. This hinged fence style combines structure with romance, offering a passage framed in climbing flowers like sweet peas or clematis. The open trellis design allows light and fragrance to flow freely, making every entrance feel enchanted. Ideal for defining spaces in your garden without closing them off, this type of fence creates a rhythm of welcome. Each time the gate swings open, it feels like an invitation, not just into a garden, but into a slower, softer way of living. It's a beautiful blend of utility and poetry. Give your retired garden tools a new lease on life by turning them into a one-of-a-kind fence. From old rakes and spades to rusty hoes and forks, each piece contributes character and nostalgia to your outdoor space. Arranged vertically or in playful patterns, the tools form a whimsical and creative boundary that sparks conversation. Blending artistry with utility, this fence becomes a celebration of past seasons of growth. It's particularly suited to gardeners who cherish both the story and the soil. Over time, creeping vines and climbing nasturtiums will soften the edges, weaving life back into tools once held by hand. Combining rustic stone with simple wooden posts offers a grounded, natural border perfect for small gardens. The irregularity of stacked fieldstones adds texture and visual interest, while short timber posts provide gentle structure without feeling imposing. This pairing evokes the timeless feel of old-world cottage plots. As the stone's weather and moss begins to gather, the fence evolves with your garden. It's ideal for framing flower beds or gently guiding pathways, especially in spaces where you want the design to feel humble, yet intentional. It's simplicity that quietly complements everything around it. Built from nature's own cast-offs, a twig and branch fence brings woodland whimsy to your garden. Gathered from pruned branches or foraged twigs, This fence is handwoven like a story and perfect, earthy, and full of charm. It adds just enough enclosure while remaining delightfully open. Over time, this fence becomes part of the ecosystem. Birds may perch, moss may creep, and flowers will frame it with gentle grace. Perfect for edging herb spirals or fairy tale flower beds. This DIY fence speaks the language of slow gardening and deep connection to place. Why let a beautiful headboard collect dust when it could be a statement piece in your garden? By repurposing antique or vintage bed frames, you create a sculptural fence that oozes personality. Iron or wooden, ornate or simple, each headboard tells a story, and your flowers become part of it. Ideal for marking the end of a garden path or creating a focal point behind blooms, this fence adds nostalgic elegance. As morning glories climb its curves or lilies bloom nearby, your garden becomes both restful and radiant, like a bedroom turned inside out into nature. There's magic in repurposing simple items, and glass pickle jars make charming lanterns when hung from fence posts. Filled with solar lights or candles, they cast a golden glow across your garden in the evening, turning an ordinary fence into a soft-lit gathering space. During the day, the jars catch the sun and sparkle among your blooms. At night, they whisper warmth and welcome. Whether lining a path or highlighting a corner bench, these lantern posts add personality and atmosphere to your outdoor retreat with very little expense. A vertical herb fence is a brilliant solution for small gardens where space is precious. By attaching wooden crates, tin cans, or mounted planters to a sturdy fence, you create a tiered kitchen garden bursting with scents and greenery. Thyme, basil, oregano, and lavender thrive in these sunlit pockets, making beauty and function work hand in hand. This living wall becomes a fragrant backdrop to outdoor meals and a practical source of fresh flavor. A reminder that every inch of garden can nourish both body and soul. White Criss-Cross lattice fence brings instant romance to a cottage garden. Its airy structure allows sunlight and breezes to pass through while supporting trailing blooms like clematis or morning glories. It frames your garden with a sense of grace and openness. Whether used as a full fence or a partial divider, lattice panels invite vertical life. Over time, flowers entwine through every criss and cross, creating a tapestry of color and movement. It's a beautiful way to give height and softness to your garden design. The humble wattle fence, with its woven twigs and handmade feel, lends heritage charm to any garden bed. Short and subtle, it's perfect for marking out a path or wrapping around a patch of lavender or marigolds. Its natural materials and gentle height let your flowers remain the stars while offering just enough definition. Whether used in a formal pattern or free-form curve, the mini wattle border connects your garden to centuries of rustic beauty and craftsmanship. A fence painted in distressed white brings vintage cottage appeal, especially when softened by ivy tendrils. The weathered look tells stories of seasons past while inviting new life to climb and twine across its boards. This style is ideal for those who want their fence to fade into the garden rather than dominate it. Over time, the ivy covers imperfections with grace, and the fence becomes a seamless part of the living landscape, aged, alive, and always evolving. Old corrugated tin panels become garden art when painted with flowers, birds, or soft pastel hues. Their industrial edge is softened by color and creativity, creating a fence that stands out while still feeling warm and handmade. Perfect for adding privacy without losing charm, this fence style gives you space to play with design. Whether you're painting lavender stems, buzzing bees, or garden quotes, your fence becomes a gallery wall that celebrates the joy of outdoor life. Repurposing old wooden doors into a fence is a delightful way to blend nostalgia with practicality. Each door brings its own unique color, paneling, and character, making the fence feel more like an outdoor hallway filled with stories. It's an eclectic, eye-catching solution for garden borders. When adorned with hanging plants or painted in weathered pastels, these doors become more than barriers. They turn into garden features. This fence style invites guests to explore, as if each section could open into a secret garden waiting just beyond. Using vertically placed slices of logs is a clever and cost-effective way to edge your garden beds. The circular patterns and warm wood tones bring a woodland feel to your space, naturally blending with mulch, moss, and soil. Over time, the log edges age gracefully and might even become homes to beneficial insects. Perfect for informal paths or flower borders, this fence idea honors the charm of the forest and adds a playful rhythm to the garden floor. Salvaged window frames, glass removed, can be transformed into trellis sections that both divide and decorate. Arranged in a row or between posts, these frames create a nostalgic architectural feel while allowing climbing plants to add bursts of color and life. Clematis, sweet peas, or ivy can weave in and out, giving the illusion of old windows opening to nature. It's a poetic way to frame the outdoors and turn your garden into a home without walls. Topping each fence post with a birdhouse brings animation and joy to your garden. These miniature homes not only attract feathered friends but also add visual charm and seasonal color to your fence line. Whether hand-painted or weathered by time, each birdhouse tells its own story. When birds nest, chirp, and flutter about, your fence becomes a vibrant habitat and a constant source of fascination for nature lovers. Imagine fence sections that capture the fleeting beauty of flowers forever. By crafting glass shadow boxes with pressed blooms and inserting them into fence panels, you create a garden within a garden, delicate, artistic, and glowing with sunlit detail. As the light passes through each pressed flower, their colors become more vivid, casting natural art across your garden. It's a fence that doesn't just hold the garden, it reflects its spirit and stillness too. Old wooden ladders laid horizontally become a striking and functional alternative to traditional fencing. The rungs offer natural places for vines to twist and flowers to lean, while the structure maintains a light, open feel. This kind of fence adds height without heaviness. Whether stained, painted, or left natural, ladders bring vertical interest and a sense of gentle progression, like the steps leading up to your garden dreams. Reclaimed wooden barrels, halved and arranged vertically or horizontally, bring a rustic winery aesthetic to garden borders. Their curved forms and aged wood offer visual warmth and a touch of romance to outdoor spaces. Some gardeners even fill them with blooms or herbs, turning the fence itself into a blooming boundary. It's a sturdy, sculptural, and deeply rooted design that speaks to heritage and harvest. Mismatched vintage chair backs lined up side by side create an artistic and unexpected garden fence. Ornate, carved, and full of character, each one adds charm and whimsy like guests permanently seated around your flowers. This fence style is especially delightful in small gardens, where every detail can be savored. It invites storytelling, nostalgia, and a smile every time you pass by. Turn your plain garden fence into a masterpiece with a hand-painted mural of cottage scenes, lavender fields, garden gates, or fluttering butterflies. It's a wonderful way to personalize your outdoor space and share your love of beauty with every visitor. This creative project turns the boundary of your garden into an extension of your heart. As the flowers grow in front, the mural behind gives them a magical storybook backdrop that inspires joy all year long. Adding salvaged wrought iron panels between sections of wooden fencing offers both structure and elegance. The intricate scrollwork balances solid lines with graceful detail, creating a fence that feels both protective and decorative. Perfect for cottage gardens with a romantic flair. These inserts catch sunlight, provide glimpses of blooms beyond, and elevate your fence into something timeless and refined. Vintage teacups hung delicately from fence hooks create a playful and nostalgic border. Filled with small flowers or left empty to catch the rain, they sparkle with charm and invite quiet smiles. As they sway gently in the breeze, these teacups remind us to find joy in the little things. A fence like this is less about keeping things out and more about letting imagination in. Attaching hooks to your fence for seasonal wreaths turns a simple structure into a dynamic decor element. From spring florals to autumn leaves or festive pine cones, your fence changes with the seasons just like your garden does. It adds a personal touch that celebrates time's passage, creating anticipation and warmth. This rotating display turns your garden's edge into a curated expression of life and celebration. Small framed mirrors placed along your fence reflect the beauty of your garden back upon itself. They expand the sense of space, bounce light, and surprise visitors with dreamy glimpses from unexpected angles. With each reflection, your garden becomes more layered and alive. It's a simple touch with a dramatic impact, especially lovely in shaded corners where light needs a little encouragement. Add poetry and personality to your fence with hand-painted quotes like "Grow with love" or "Plant dreams, pull weeds, and grow a happy life." These words can inspire, uplift, and gently guide anyone walking through your space. More than decoration, these messages make your garden feel like a sanctuary of thought and intention. Each glance offers a quiet moment of connection between nature and the heart. Transform sections of your fence with vibrant mosaic tiles made from broken dishes, colorful ceramics, or hand-placed glass. These sparkling insets add color, pattern, and story to your garden's edge. Each mosaic becomes a window into creativity, catching the light and telling tales of reuse and beauty. Perfect for DIY lovers, this fence style brings art and sustainability together. Tile by Beautiful Tile. Wasn't that inspiring? Whether you fell in love with the rustic twig fences or the charming mosaic accents, there's truly something magical about personalizing your garden fence. The best part? These ideas are affordable, sustainable, and perfect for small cottage spaces. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Tell us which idea was your favorite, or which one you're excited to try in your own garden. Your support means the world to us here at Thyme for Gardening. Until next time, happy planting and peaceful fencing.